What does the role of identity play in Latin art today? That was the focus of a discussion with panelists surrounded by these originals created by emerging and established artists from Puerto Rico, the Dominican Republic, Cuba, and other countries.
I didn't want to separate us by countries. Just want to unify everybody.
Housed at Hostos Community College, home of the 5th Bronx Biennial, co-curator and co-founder Alexis Mendoza addressed both the differences and ultimately the unity that can be experienced in seeing the work together under one roof.
It was beautiful to see how they engage, how they discuss their thing with us, and they say, I want to present this.
The event, moderated by John McCowie, director of the Hostos Center for the Arts and Culture, and sponsored by the Bronx Council on the Arts, seeks to dig deeper into themes such as immigration, political upheaval, and women's rights, among others, to see if there's a common thread in experiences each artist is faced with.
As you heard maybe this evening on the panel, that do we put labels of countries with the artists? I wanted to do that very much, but there was a fear, there was an idea of why are you labeling us? And so created a little bit of controversy, and I thought that would be a good theme.
Acclaimed artist from the Dominican Republic, Scherzade Garcia, who is also an art professor at the Parsons School of Design and whose work is featured here, also provided insight.
This is a start in education. If we have this, we expose our kids in the schools, then hey, this is part of a profession. And then when you decide and you are an artist and you cannot escape this profession, then when you find a community, then those conversations get to be open.
And he's exhibited at the Metropolitan Museum of Art and the Whitney Museum of American Art, to name a few. Juan Sanchez from Puerto Rico, also a professor of painting and photography at Hunter College, weighed in.
Being one of Puerto Rican descent and having an understanding as to my connection to all of Latin America, I embrace all of that. And it's part of my culture. It's a Latin American culture here in New York, in Brooklyn in particular.
An adjunct professor from Hunter College, Miguel Trelles, provided a historical look at Latin culture that not only originated from Africa, but also from Europe and another part of the world.
My work is called Chino Latino. I've been working a lot with Chinese influence, the dynastic landscapes of the Sung and the Yuan and the Ming. So for me, it's very special because it brings two people that are not thought about as being in cahoots, and I am really excited about serving as a very modest footbridge between these two great traditions.
My question was, is it a double burden to draw for beauty and for aesthetics, and then drawing for a political and revolutionary message? The answer was that it was intertwined.
The topic inspired lively debate in an audience filled with both students and artists.
It is actually really important, all kinds of discussion for our community to come together, because that's why we learn from each other, how we can support each other, and how we can really fight for our beliefs and for our needs.
And Louis Steffenberg is also a co-founder and co-curator.
By having a discussion of theoretical elements of the nature of what we are doing in art is a way for better development.
The Longwood Gallery is open every day of the week except for Wednesday and Saturday. The hours are from 12 to 5, and this 5th biennial will be showing through December 7th. For BronxNet, this is Arlene Makoko.